Now that we know who was selected, it's time to go more in depth with Stevenson, Sylvester, and SLY. It was great to see all those guys have their dreams come true. I wanted to know your just overall thoughts on how our locals in the NFL draft went down.
Well, it's great. You know, these athletes are getting more and more versatile, so it's not like one position, one team, it works. These guys can fit on a lot of different teams, but ultimately, where these guys were drafted at, the teams that they went to, I'm just like, I like that.
Interesting. Yeah.
And I love it, too. It's kind of like the NBA, right? The NBA, talent is spread all out. You don't know who's going to be leading the pack at the end of the day. And I think that's the same way it's going with the NFL. You're getting a lot of great players spread out amongst the league to where there's not as dominant as like the old New England Patriots or the old Steelers used to be or the old Cowboys used to be. It's like there's talent all over the place. In each division, anybody could come out on top.
All right, SLY, so as we've seen all these picks come in now, where do you think, where's the best fit here? Which is the best match?
Well, I mean, all of these guys are great. It's great. I love Kingsley, as we said, I think he needs to do some developing. Cole Bishop, best fit. You know, I said Cole Bishop should definitely go to the Bills. He is that culture up there. Bills Mafia will definitely embrace him well. Jonah Ellis is a great fit. A 3-4 scheme is what we said he needed to fit into. And I think that'll give him time over there with Vance Joseph in the Denver Broncos system, which you guys like, that he'll just explode. And he'll be close to home. It's where his dad coached at, so he has some relation there. There's just a lot of comfortability there. So that's probably my favorite. But other local guys, Devon Vele, right? This was huge. I actually love this. His comp for me was Tim Patrick. Why not go play alongside him, right? So I call it the Denver Utes. I like the Denver Utes out there in Denver. I think it's going to be awesome. Jackson Powers is another guy that could go anywhere. I thought, you know, he was going to go to Tampa Bay when we talked on the radio.
But the Eagles were a really good choice.
They were a good choice as well. He's another guy that could have went anywhere, but his playing style, his toughness, I love the shot of him at the combine throwing the coach to the sideline. Him there and the Raiders are going to absolutely love that guy.
Yeah, Turd Ferguson is going to be a great fit in Vegas.
Personality, him and Matt Krause will probably be like best pals.
What was your most interesting of all those guys that were, what's the most interesting situation there?
It was most surprising, right? It was Sione Vaki, right? We talked about his versatility. Which team is going to be able to highlight, take advantage of that? I didn't have Detroit at all looking at it. I don't even know Sione did, right? Like, how much conversation did he have with Detroit leading up to know that they were that interested in him? But you look at it, it's a really, really good fit there. Jared Goff, veteran quarterback, and somebody's going to be open. And Sione Vaki is going to be one of those guys. He can pass block and he can run routes. But they have him listed on the depth chart at both positions, running back and safety.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. They announced him as a running back, and they traded up to get him, too.
They traded up to get him, so they really want him.
Really
that's for
wanted
sure.
him.
Yes.
You know, there were some guys that didn't get drafted that are pretty good, but we see it every year, SLY. Taysom Hill, Jalen Warren, Rashid Shaheed, undrafted free agents that end up making it in the league and succeeding. We're going to break down some of those guys. We'll tell you where they signed and who SLY likes the most coming up later in the show.